Hi guys and welcome. You know today is Thrift Saturday at St. Patrick's where I normally go locally. I just want to take a second and say hi Christine from Glen Cove. You made my day. Thank you for stopping me to say hello and let me know that you watch In the Kitchen with Jeanine. So appreciated. It was really, you made my day. It was so fun to finally see that people do watch and they're out there, and to meet somebody in person was really a pleasure. Thank you. So today I went to St. Patrick's and I went late. Normally, you guys know, I always say you got to be there by 9 because if you're not there when the door opens, the good stuff's gone by 9:10. Okay? But I got a few goodies, so it'll be a short one today, and I'll share it with you. Let me have a sip of water because you know I chatter on and chatter. I'm going to do the delicates first because these are the things I always go there looking for. They're like a staple in every thrift store. I don't care where you go, you'll always find some crystals, some drinks, dishware. These caught my eye because I think they're absolutely lovely. Okay, into my gold theme. You guys all know my gold theme. Now, I could use them. Let's see if they fit the tea lights in them. If not, there's other uses for them. I could make Jello cups if I wanted. Think about that. That's kind of, I just came with that. It happens. All right, let's see. These are a fit. And the nice thing is, let's see. Okay, they're adorable. You can't see from the bottom, but they light up quite nicely. They would look lovely on the table the way I did the last scape. I don't know if I posted it yet, but you'll see that. But that's one idea. Another idea is little dessert cups, little, like my favorite, Seasons 52, how they do those little dessert things in the shot glass. Something similar could be done with these. So they're very worthwhile, and they will only, I think 50 cents each. Come on, guys. I got 4 for $2. And like I said, there may come a time that I can't fit everything. I'm bursting at the seams almost. My husband's getting on my case about stop getting more stuff. You have nowhere to put it, and I keep finding hiding places, but I'm running out. So if the day came that I wanted to resell on eBay or something, I like to stay with smaller items, things that are resellable. I mean, these are a collectible. I'm sure there's people out there. I have a set in Florida that I got, where did I get that? Home Goods. It was a new set with a vintage look. Very similar. So, and I'm going to do a tablescape there that you'll see. I'll hold this for last. Make sure I got all the glasses out because they're so delicate. I don't want to damage any or break. And I save all the papers too because you never know if I have to pack something and send it. So I got 4 of them. They're absolutely lovely. And you can't see well enough, but the bottom is trimmed in gold. So they're quite elegant. Okay, so that's those. Then I found this as I was leaving. They have lots of beautiful religious things, but this caught my eye. It's a little like porcelain nativity. It's precious. It really, truly is. And I'll just love that in my office on my little shelf in the bedroom. How cute would that be? So that's that. Then I don't collect, but when I see, like in Florida, I'll show you guys when I get on the other side. I'm calling it the other side now. I have a dish, a Limoges dish. Limoges, if I'm saying it correctly, is French porcelain. It's quite collectible. It's quite expensive. So now when I see small items similar or like that or from Europe, I pick them up because they could be resold, you know, things like that. Plus, I can enjoy them until I decide to resell them. And in Florida, I have some blue and white, which is very popular. So look at this. This is a little plate. It's in the blue and white. It was from Johnson Brothers, England. I can't see it. The Old Dominion. I can't see too well without my glasses, but it's from England. It's blue and white, very collectible, and very cute. If I want to use it there, it's displayed on my bookshelf. We'll see. I don't know. I may take this to Florida with me because, like I said, we're busting at the seams here. Now, the other thing I got that I'm going to leave here, I'm always thinking tablescape now. This is my new gig. I love to do the tables. I just do. And I don't have a lot of vintage dishware to complement those tablescapes. So, again, when I see them, I buy them. These, I got 2 of them. This is gorgeous. And it has little glass legs. You can't see 3 legs so that you can see it from that angle better. You see the legs? So that could be on the table for something. This could be an after dinner desserts, truffles in one, peanuts in another, things like that, you know, roasted nuts. I'm always trying to think before I buy it. I don't want to waste even my purchases. I looked at it and I said, what can I do with it? You know, I'm not just going to take it home because it's pretty and shiny and crystal. No, I love the shape of it. I can use it on a tablescape, as I said, on the dessert time. And for appetizers, if we were doing something like we did the other night on the coffee table, I could put small, what do you call them when you, like let's say, something to complement the sauces or other things that go, dips for chips. I could do 2 different ones in a bowl with, you know, chips and these dips. They'll work, trust me. And they're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. And these were, I think, $1.50 each. I can't see in the marking. Yes, they were $1.50. So for $3, I think they're great. Okay? And you always get a bag from them. I have so many bags. They're so nice. I keep all the packaging. Now I'll show you what other small items I got. That's it for the porcelain and the crystal and the dishware. But the other thing I got, I think these are going to have a laugh and say, you know, that's a good idea. I think it is, and I'll show you. Trying to clean as I go. Did you ever? Okay. This I've been seeing in all the thrift stores, and when I do, I pick them up. I collect them because I'm not buying no $5 cards at CVS or anywhere else, even the dollar store. I mean, you get 1 card for $1 or maybe a pack. I haven't seen packs. Anyways, I got this pack of blanks for 25 cents. Okay, brand new. Another bigger pack of blanks for 50 cents. So for 75 cents, I like always having thank you cards on hand, blank cards on hand, because nobody really writes or sends cards anymore too much. Everything is texting. But I still send personal thank yous when I'm thinking of somebody or I want to write somebody a note. It's great to have the blanks on hand. Okay, so I got those. Okay, this, because, you know, I cook. I mean, really. Cooking Light, I have several in this series, but I don't have this particular book. Okay, I got this for $1. Now this, you know, is probably a $30 book, easily. I know, and it's in mint condition. You can see how shiny and new it is. Okay, so when you see that, hey, $34.95, really? I'm not buying this at Barnes & Noble or anywhere for that price, but for $1, it's a fabulous cookbook. And I like the Cooking Light series, all the recipes. I already see on the back some good stuff. All right, so that was great. Now, last and funniest, and I think the best, because I've been saying all along on YouTube since my journey started, I'm going to write a cookbook. I should write a cookbook. I should write a cookbook like I really could write a cookbook. That's not the point. But the point is I saw this. The title says, I'm writing my own cookbook. So I said, all right, somebody wrote a cookbook. Let me see, read it inside and what it's about. So I open it up. Now look. Okay. They're recipe pages. Okay. And by the time I finish writing my recipes in here, I will have written my own cookbook. And I think that's a great thing to leave behind. My granddaughters, I could, you know, that would be sweet. And they'll have them in this book. So I got this for like $0.25. Come on, guys. That's the end of today. And sadly, we're leaving next week. I won't be able to go to Thursday Thrift because we'll be gone Thursday. We won't be here. But the good news is I won't stop thrifting. When I get on the other side to Florida, I'm going to have to scope it out. Maybe Vinny will have to be kind enough and take me to 1 or 2 till I learn my way around and see what's in the area. I know we have a Salvation Army there close to us in Pompano, and down in Fort Lauderdale I think there are a couple shops. So your girl's not going to stop thrifting. I'm not going to stop doing what I do on this channel, so please don't stop watching. I'll catch you in the next video. And coming up next, I believe I owe you guys some try-ons.